It's a crank no start, or a crank and then dying, or a prolonged crank and then it starts. It's almost always the fuel pump relay on these things from like 2010 up. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, they all have the same issue. The issue is the relay goes bad, but you can't replace it. It's actually underneath the fuse box. They call it a smart junction box, fuse panel, whatever you want to call it. There is luckily a workaround. Super easy part, it's less than 10 bucks, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. All right, so that's what these vans or other Dodge products will do. Sometimes it'll crank for a long time and then start. Sometimes it'll crank and won't start at all. And then a lot of times it'll crank and run really poorly for a second before it dies. And you'll have to try 1 or 2 more times. If you're lucky, your vehicle will still start. If not, it may leave you stranded. All right, so take a look inside here. You're gonna wanna pop your hood, and we're gonna open up the fuse panel or smart junction box. This is the product that we're going to be installing. We're pretty much going to be jumping the unaccessible fuel pump relay with this thing right here. It's still going to be fused and it's still going to be running through relays, so don't worry at all. There's a really in-depth video that goes over the diagnostics of this, and I will link to that video. This is going to be just a quick and short version of how to install the product itself. Okay, so what we're gonna look for once we have this thing open is this fuse right here. If you see, it's kind of offset to the side. We're gonna jump from this one right here, which is gonna be a key on power, to this one right here on the right side of that relay. To make that one easier to get to, you can go ahead and just remove that relay completely. But we're gonna need to pull out this fuse and this one. In our case, this one is labeled as M7. Some vehicles it is labeled as M5, but we're looking for this one that's offset over here to the left. If this fuse is in this position, that means it has power all the time. It'll be for a cigarette 12-volt lighter, or it'll be for the inverter. This one has an inverter. This fuse over here is going to be the M25, if I remember. Let me just double check that here. Yep, M25, which is our fuel pump. Okay, so once you have your fuses identified that you're going to pull, there is a little tool right here you can just yank them out with. Get that one, and this one right here. And this kit is going to come with fuses, but you can go ahead and just reuse these. So we'll stick that one in there and then put it in the exact same spot that you got it from. Take our other fuse, put it in there, and put it in the same way. So depending on your fuse box, you may have to orient it in a different way, and that's just fine as long as you're in the correct leg location that I showed you there. So after that, just go ahead and tuck your wire in. Make sure it's not going to get pinched when you close the box or anything like that, and you should be good to go. Alrighty, all fixed. I'll put a link in the description on where to get this bypass kit, and I'll also put a link to the more in-depth video on the diagnostics of all of this in case you want to dive in and just make sure this is your problem. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.